Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news for the week ending the 12th of August. We're still waiting on a roadmap update, but we'll summarise calling all devs around the verse. Reverse the verse was just them playing games, so we won't really talk about that. But there was some new medical info, 3.3 updates. We'll also do a quick summary of the previous week as well, as I didn't get round to a news recap last week. And there was talk about a new flight model update, and Pay2Win was discussed. We are still waiting on a roadmap update. CIG accidentally released a roadmap in progress reshuffle on the 27th of July and said that it's not representative of what the scheduling of features will be, and a more accurate update will follow that. But as of yet, we have not had that update, and this should include what's actually going to be in 3.3, 3.4, 3.5, and 3.6 updates. This is almost certainly due to them preparing a CitizenCon presentation and demo, as well as working out what is going to be ready for 3.3's release, which is coming out on the same day as CitizenCon on the 10th of October. I'm expecting the roadmap update to be this coming Friday, so the 17th of August. They've deployed some recent hotfixes to adjust server-related mission issues with the latest release of the 3.2.2 patch. The servers are running pretty well for me at the moment in the persistent universe. There's a lot of accessibility to missions, and I've been having a good amount of fun in Star Citizen. It's worth checking out if you've been away from the project for a while. Remember, they are tweaking a lot of stuff to do with the flight model still. Calling all devs, they are working on mantling, which will allow you to pull yourself up and climb up appropriate ledges and jump onto ships that aren't parked flat. Cruise and afterburner is going to be less sensitive to movement in regards to losing speed, so you'll be able to adjust course without slowing down so much, and you'll be able to decouple too. Atmospheric flight needs more work beyond 3.3, and each planet will affect ships differently based on its weather, gravity, ship in question, and its loadout. You'll be able to track ships' quantum trails and scan them for information on the ship as well. Around the verse, the group system is getting updated and integration ready for voice over IP for 3.3. There's going to be lots of permissions and roles you can set for friends and group members. It's a full group and channel management and communication system, basically what they're going for 3.3. Ship and item rental updates for Arena Commander and Star Marine are coming along as well. This, for the most part, is the same bits for rentals and ship purchasing in the persistent universe as well, which is what we've wanted for a long time, and this is also aimed for 3.3. Turrets continue to see work with many improvements coming soon, but we'll have to see what actually sticks and what that turns out. Turrets do need to be an appropriate and sometimes preferable alternative to bringing a ship. So I don't want people to go, well, there's no point in me crewing this Andromeda or whatever, because I might as well bring my own ship to help support it, and that would be a better option. I don't want that. I want the turret to be the better option. I want the multi-crew experience to trump people bringing extra single-seat fighters. So, some other bits. Hurston and its 4 moons are getting their various biomes polished now too. Weather is being tested with them for a potential 3.3 release. And Lorville, that first major proper city in the persistent universe, is also being fleshed out. The 300 series has seen further polish and been streamlined, so it's less stubby. And there's been progress on the Phoenix and Hammerhead as well. The Apollo Q&A, so that came out with more details on the medical system planned and the Apollo itself. Respawning in certain beds or medical ships will be a thing. For non-party members, it may be done via service beacon or medical insurance. You'll be able to stop unwanted guests basically being revived in your beds. Typically, payments for medical services are prepaid. They will require some form of active gameplay as well, those medical services, and there will be NPCs needing to be revived, helped, and putting service beacons and missions out to for those types of medical search and rescue and please heal me sort of missions. The Apollo ship, the Triage and Medivac are on concept sale until the 22nd of August, and suspect a new concept sale on the 23rd, 24th of August. My money is currently on a medium-sized info runner ship being the next concept ship, but we'll have to wait and see. In this week's sneak peek, we saw more of the Vandal plasma staff, which they will be using to try and kill you regularly. On Twitter, we saw a tweet about some Vandal knives receiving their finishing touches as well. Lots of stuff for Squadron 42 is now looking like it's complete, so I'm hoping they add that to the roadmap pretty damn soon as well, as they promised. I wanted to highlight some bits and pieces from the week before as well. The 600i will be getting some updates once the 890 jump is completed. So like materials and little tweaks there. Missiles, countermeasures, and thrusters are still being updated for the item system 2.0. Missiles will be receiving updates and will hopefully work much better in the future as well. Once they've got them all updated, the item 2.0 system, they can tweak all the values much better. They do use a simple version of IFCS as well, which needs to be improved. HUD and travel markers will be updated to show at a glance what type of destination a location is and where you're traveling to. Asteroid mining is coming with 3.3. Mining is going to continue to receive improvements, updates, and the gameplay systems will evolve for that somewhat, as pretty much all will before a release. They are overhauling the IFCS system, the flight model, making it more simple. Ships will have much more of a unique character. Ships will need to turn and take speed more into account when maneuvering, and it sounds like ships will be less agile based on their size. You'll have more of a turning circle, basically. So less strafing fighters, unless you're using something like a Kar2Al or Xi'an ships. The new system should be implemented by the end of the year, and simpler is probably better in this case. The IFCS model they previously used was very complex and poorly implemented, and they are now taking an approach of design and implementation hand in hand. So hopefully that will work for them. Bodies of water are going to be on Hurston in 3.3, but we don't have any planned interaction with them at the moment. Potentially it will just be a kill box, or you'll be able to just walk through water, but eventually there's going to be swimming, floating ships, and boats, and full interaction with it. And I do believe we are getting wave simulation though with 3.3. Bind culling is fully complete, and object container streaming is being tested by the studios at the moment. Star Citizen received criticism as well over the removal of its UEC cap, meaning backers can buy up to $25 of currency a day now to an unlimited quantity of UEC on your account. The fact you could buy ships to an unlimited level, and they probably will be worth significantly more dollar to UEC ratio, seems to have passed these critics by. But really, pay to win in Star Citizen just needs to be monitored by the community, and the devs need to make sure any advantages that players get from being able to purchase ships or buy currency doesn't ruin, break, or gate other aspects of the game. Pay to win is defined in about 1,000 different ways by people all trying to make a different point. But if we go for a loose definition and say if you buy something that gives you any kind of advantage or saves you time from a grind, that is pay to win, then Star Citizen, yes, is pay to win, but so is Eve, WoW, and about 1,000 other games that I play. A more important question then becomes, can a pay to win game in this particular way still be fun and still be a great game? To which the answer is clearly yes. Could it get out of control? Yes, but it probably won't, as the devs and community certainly don't want that. CIG do want their game to make lots of money from concept sales and pledges so they can finish off the game, and want to have a best-selling game that lasts for over 10 years once it's released. I certainly don't think Star Citizen will be pay to win, but it is something I will constantly poke and pull CIG up on. There are certainly things they could do that would be less fair or more fair than others. Day one inequality for Star Citizen's persistent universe release is actually an incentive for me to play. It means that we'll get a more developed and complex economy from the offset, at least hopefully. A lot of this is all academic at the moment because we won't know until these systems are more developed and actually have meaning. So people arguing them till they're blue in the face at the moment aren't really adding anything to the conversation. But tell me what you think in the comments below, and please be respectful to other people's opinions. People have a lot of different views on this, whether it's anti-consumer, whether the game would get funded if they didn't sell ships and UEC, whether regulation like this is actually a good thing. So one of the things that you see in games is you'll always see gold sellers, even in EVE, where they actually regulate their sale of their currency with Plex and that sort of stuff. So you always see gold sellers, you always see some websites that will be selling in-game currency for money. CIG selling their own currency helps regulate and prevent those gold sellers to a certain degree, but also allows them to create rules and guidelines in a much more constructed way to say, well, if you do buy huge amounts of gold off a gold seller, that means you can have your accounts terminated. We will certainly dive into the conversation in a lot more details in the future when we know a bit more, because at the moment it's just sort of like loads of opinions, but nothing really empirical or provable or showable yet. So we need to see these systems develop, and we need to keep on having the conversation, I suppose. But not in a way that it's like, this is definite or anything like that. Be sure to check out Shadow. It's a cloud-based alternative to getting or upgrading your gaming PC. It allows you to leverage the power of a GeForce 1080 at the moment and a powerful Windows 10 PC on almost any device, so long as your internet connection is good enough. It works with Star Citizen Alpha 3.2 and with 3.3 coming in September. With object container streaming, it's only going to get better. If you do try it out, be sure to use the code BoredGamer to get a discount. Links to more info in the description below. Every month we have a giveaway. For August, it's for a Saber Raven. All you need to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and comment on any of my videos during the month for a chance to win. A huge thank you to my Patreons whose continued support helps me run the channel. More regularly starting this month, there will be exclusive content, early videos, polls, and ways to influence the channels for both my Patreons and something new to YouTube, channel memberships and subscriptions. It is another way to support creators, giving viewers more options, as well as giving them some emotes and badges. I'll be normalizing appropriate rewards between Patreon and the channel membership service where I can, so fans wanting to provide greater support won't lose out whatever medium they choose. Thank you so much for your continued support, guys, and for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you in the verse.